Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Monday. Well, yesterday was a cool day. Of course, we had the cloud cover and a little bit of light rain for much of the day, keeping temperatures a little bit on the cooler side in the 70s, near 80 at 80 in Concordia. But today, we'll have temperatures more in the little mid-80s. Yeah, we could get a brief shower, even a thunderstorm this morning, but for most of the day, it will be dry. We'll have a little bit of cloud cover at times this morning, mix of sun and clouds, but mostly sunny skies by the afternoon. UV index today 8, so that burn time is going to be about 20 minutes, so be mindful of that, but still not too bad for this time of year. Just a little bit of haze still left over from the smoke from the wildfires up in Canada for today, so be mindful of that, especially once we do actually clear out, especially by the afternoon. Meanwhile, humidity. We've had some nice days going back to Friday. It'll still be comfortable today, but as we head into the rest of the week, we do increase that humidity each day. So once we get towards the end of the week, we're very humid for the area. Maybe coming down Saturday and then coming back up on Sunday. So you get the idea that we're returning to some summer-type weather with our humidity and our temperatures too, which we'll look at here in just a second. Again, just a little bit cloud cover possible this morning, but once we get into the afternoon, we're generally sunny, and then we're mostly clear tonight. For tomorrow, mostly sunny. We're dry. With our next best chance of rain after this morning possibility, we'll have late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning for the possibility for some rain showers and a few thunderstorms pushing into the area, but should be dry by the afternoon hours. The graph was the one that you just saw, and that's keeping most of the heavier rain in extreme northeast Kansas. A little bit different with the European, the top right keeping the heavier rain out in our western communities, and then kind of same with the NAM, albeit very, very light. And then the GFS, a little bit more widespread rain, albeit fairly light, so nothing overly heavy. No blue showing up, which would indicate at least a half inch worth of rain. So there is still some uncertainty. What's not uncertain is there's going to be a lot of dry time during the daytime hours this week. We'll keep an eye on this morning. We'll keep an eye on Wednesday morning, otherwise mainly dry. May get a little bit better chance of rain over the weekend. Still some uncertainty on that. That's where temperatures do cool down a little bit more in the 80s after getting up into the 90s as we get towards the end of the work week. As far as rain is concerned with the European model through Friday, we are looking at some decent rainfall totals for much of the area, but then really increasing it for much of the area throughout the weekend. Taking a look at the GFS. Not too heavy through the work week, but then increasing over the weekend. I think Saturday night's going to be the best chance for that rain, but obviously we'll monitor the daytime hours of Saturday and Sunday to see how much that could impact your outdoor plans. We do have that wetter than normal conditions in the 6 to 10 day outlook, but then go back to equal chances of dry than normal, wetter than normal in the 8 to 14 and 3 to 4 week outlook. Probability of above average temperatures, though, for the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day outlook. So even though it does cool down just briefly over the weekend, possibly Monday for about a seasonal day, we're going to pretty much stay there, if not get a little bit hotter for next week. So overall, it's not going to be a terrible week. We'll obviously continue to monitor the few small chances for storms throughout the work week, and then we'll obviously be monitoring the weekend for any possible storms that we'll have that could impact those daytime plans. In the meantime, have a great day. Enjoy the cooler temperatures today before it starts to heat back up.